Well, Donald Trump, as you said, is now inside Trump Tower. He is expected to spend the night here before making his way to Lower Manhattan tomorrow for this historic court appearance. He began the well-publicised journey earlier today with a motorcade that left his Mar-a-Lago property in Florida, making the relatively short journey from there to the Palm Beach airport. There was a group of supporters who had gathered at that airport to greet him, to watch him as he flew off. He could be seen waving to them through his car windows before he boarded his private plane and travelled to New York. Once he got here, he could be seen again waving to people before he entered Trump Tower. There is a very large police presence here, a lot of media, as you would expect, news crews from all over the world who had camped out along Fifth Avenue trying to get a glimpse of the former president. A lot of locals also and tourists. This is a busy part of the city on a normal day, let alone when you have a moment like this taking place. It was a pretty small group of Trump supporters who had gathered here for his arrival. Police had asked them to gather in a fenced-off area across the street from where we are now. People had signs and banners. There were among that group also some people who had come to demonstrate against Donald Trump. But here is a little of what some of the people in that crowd had to say earlier.
He himself cannot save this country. It is our turn, everybody's turn, to take action.
If we don't stop him, he will bring more damage to the country to the point where we may lose the democracy.
And so, Jade, how's this going to play out over the next 24 hours?
Well, tomorrow, local time, Donald Trump will make his way from here to Lower Manhattan, where he will surrender to authorities. There isn't a lot of confirmed detail at this point in time as to exactly how that process will play out, because this is unprecedented. There is no rule book for how you deal with a former president facing criminal charges, let alone one who is running for office again. But we expect he will be accompanied by Secret Service agents who still provide him with protection. It is believed that he will have his fingerprints taken. There is some debate as to whether there will be a mugshot. And then he will appear before the judge. His lawyers say that he will be pleading not guilty to charges that still haven't been unsealed. It might not be until that point in time, that court appearance tomorrow, that we learn the detail of exactly what Donald Trump is facing. His lawyers have today argued against an application that was made by American media outlets to have those proceedings broadcast. They argued that it would add to a circus-like atmosphere around this case, so we wait to see what the decision will be there. But regardless of what happens inside that courtroom, outside there will be an enormous police presence, an enormous security operation in place. We heard from the police commissioner earlier, who advised New Yorkers that there will be disruptions tomorrow. There will be roads shut down. She has urged people to take public transport where they can. And the mayor, Eric Adams, had this message for anyone who is planning on protesting.
While there may be some rouses thinking about coming to our city tomorrow, our message is clear and simple. Control yourselves. New York City is our home, not a playground for your misplaced anger.
Now, he specifically criticised Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. She has organised a rally in the area opposite from the courthouse where Donald Trump is expected to appear. So police here insist that they are prepared for anything, but they are really urging people to protest peacefully.